It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
An option handoff given to Harris.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw is Watson. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route, moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big time arm strength. Very nice route.
On first down, it's Watson. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Flushed out right. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. His second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. It's caught. Michael Pruitt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. At the 50-yard line. A give to Elliott. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Check 49, check 49. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. At the Steelers' 42-yard line. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This defense for the Steelers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
He's got it complete. Mike Davis. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a 2nd down and 6.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Hey, turn it up. Wide, get wide. Check 52.
Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Yeah.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. Oh, he's got his tight end Pitts complete. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Watch Mike.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Hey, tick. Deuce.
Shift! Watch the shift!
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Switch gears.
To throw is Ryan. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Here's Anthony McFarland to return from his end zone. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Check. Watch 54.
Now Watson. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's got this down to the 35.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Snell on the shotgun handoff. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd down. Again, they defer to Snell. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Watson. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Boswell's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the 1st half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Here's Ryan. And his pass incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Ryan. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Check, 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 check.
Base, 55, 51.
You.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Hey, wait. Hey, Tuesday.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Second and 10.
I got one. Hey, Mike 52. You ain't got nothing.
Ryan will throw again. Got this complete to the tight end, Pitts. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Good. Hey, Sal. New Mike 52, Mike 52.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Watson now to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Defense.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Check 52's the Mike.
They'll set up a throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And growing pains as an NFL QB, they're going to happen. He's played pretty well in this one. They still have the lead, but those moments, interceptions, pick 6 is occasionally going to happen.
Rookie. It happens, right? Just what you mentioned. Played pretty well in this game, and now his teammates will jump in and go, okay, we're having a good game. That's one blip. Let's go ahead and get back on track right here, right now, and we'll be okay.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of it.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Faking the give, now Watson. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Second and 12.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Kevin King with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down, Steelers.
Watson off play action. Flush to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
On 2nd down, it's Snell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Second and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, a throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Set, 19. I got him. Check 31, check 31. 85.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
On third down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Grady Jarrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Watson. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Well, able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
18 Cardinal.
On 1st down, it's Elliott. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
4 down. And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 31. Come on out here. Come get some.
A quick throw here out wide to Pitts. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Check.
Davis running left. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, They almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd and 5.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
The Falcons on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They're going to look to throw.
Let's go, defense.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Going for the deep ball. It got his man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long. Go get it, big man.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Come this way, here we go.
Mike, 55. Check, 50.
19. Come on, D. Hey, check 24, check 24.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Room here to run. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a guy who considers himself underrated, has told his detractors to put some respect on his name. Hard not to respect a run like that.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Come on now, let's go. Mike, reset. Richie. Cut. Hey, 31.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
I got you, punk. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
And they take a knee. And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. New Mike 52. Mike 52. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
And they will take a knee here. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
Check. Watch the before. Let's go. Let's get this ball.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above.
The kick is good. Makes the score Steelers 41.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Check, Mike 21, Mike 21, check.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and